Good day friends, I am Raj. Now I am at Gibson Steps. Where it is located, it is just opposite to 12 Apostles Lookout. At 12 Apostles Lookout, you catch helicopters to see all the 12 Apostles. From there, if you walk, just cross the road, and the other side you will see the Gibson Steps. It's just roughly 1 to 2 kilometers walk from the lookout, and there are 86 steps. That's what you are looking now. That takes you down to the beach, and this place, this beach, the steps and the beach is called Gibson Steps. I was in the perception that 12 apostles means all are in one place, so I went to 12 apostles, that means it's all covered, that's it. But that's wrong, I was wrong. Actually, 12 apostles is spread over 30 kilometers. From Port Campbell, 30 kilometers up to Varnambu. So all the 12 apostles are situated in between these two towns. So the 12 apostles lookout is the beginning. From here it starts. It takes the whole day. If you start at 7 o'clock or 6 o'clock or whatever time you start, it goes until evening 7 p.m. Continuously you are busy looking at all the 12 apostles. We don't have all the 12 apostles. The name is still existing as 12 apostles, but actually there are only 7 left. In that 7, one is closed recently, so only 6 available to see. So when you have time, you visit and see all the available apostles. Who knows, after 30 years you may not see another 3, so only 2 or 3 left. The reason is it's all not like a solid rock. It's all limestones, so it's easily it will collapse or dissolve by nature. So it's better to see ASAP when you can. So where you can park the car, just on top of this Gibson Steps of the highway, you can park your car, but there are very few car parks available. So I would recommend you go to 12 Apostles Lookout. They have plenty of car park. They have kiosk, toilets, helicopter, and all other informations there, and park your car and then walk down to Gibson Steps. So at 12 Apostles, there are 2 viewpoints. One is 12 Apostles Lookout, so you can look all the few lookouts, and then the other side is the Gibson Steps. So in my previous video, I have covered all of the 12 Apostles, and this is the last bit I'm covering in my part 5 of 6 12 Apostles. It's very gigantic landscape to see, the height and the beach. We don't see many places like this. In most of the places on the earth, we don't get to see places like this. So if we are in Melbourne, it's just 200 kilometers away from Melbourne. It's such a long coastal. Looking at all the 12 apostles, very tiring. It's not that easy to look. We need to park our car, walk to the apostles, access the beach where you can, and then walk back to the car, and then go to the next apostles and walk again. So it is very tiring. It takes the whole day. And some of the apostles, they have the footpath clearly laid, even wheelchair accessible easily. But some parts you cannot access the wheelchair. You need to walk. Even at this Gibson steps, I have seen few people, they just stopped at the top and then they were just looking from the top and then they left. But I wanted to feel and touch, so that's why I came down. This is the second time I'm coming here. The first time I came with my family, and second time I'm here with my friend. I'm Raj, I'm from Sydney. I'm doing Sydney to Darwin road trip. I started at Sydney through the outback of Queensland. I went to Darwin, Uluru, Adelaide, Melbourne, and back to Sydney. So this is where I am now. So if you are planning to make such a kind of trip, a road trip in Australia, and you like to know what are all the places available to see, how to stay, where to stay, any other plans, trip plans, then please subscribe to my channel to get some information. In the outbacks, except few towns, most of the outbacks you don't get the mobile network coverage. So you need to gather informations before you leave, or you need to go to the visitor information center. Is located in every towns. So you gather informations from there, you go and look the lookouts. But I recommend you gather the information before you leave your town, before you start your journey. I made nearly 60 videos and I'm going to end soon all my videos. It's called Sydney to Darwin road trip. So subscribe to them, or you can go to the playlist, Sydney to Darwin road trip playlist, and see what are all the important places to see. I covered this in 3 weeks time. It's like a hectic trip. I was driving around 600 to 800 kilometers, sometimes 400, sometimes 1000 kilometers a day. If you have more time, you can spend relaxed drive and see the places. But we all have only 4 weeks annual leave, so we need to see as much as possible within those 4 weeks, so I have to drive more. But anyway, in Australia, from one lookout to the next lookout, or one town to the next town, you need to travel in the outbacks at least 200 to 300 kilometers. If you are visiting Australia, or if you are here on the work visa, or if you are living here permanently, just look at my videos before you make your travel plans to get some ideas what to do. I hope you enjoyed this video. At the end of this Gibson steps, once I finished what I did, I was walking back to the visitor information center. That's coming shortly. So that's the end of the video. I hope you like this video. Like and subscribe.